Arcadian Vanguard presents The Wrestling News in your daily wrestling newscast for Monday, June 5th, 2023. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with title change news in Game Changer Wrestling. Blake Christian became the new GCW World Champion yesterday at GCW Cage of Survival 2, broadcast live on pay-per-view from the Showboat Hotel in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Christian won the title by winning a three-way match with Rina Yamashita and previous champion Masha Slamovich. The win marks Christian's first reign with the GCW title and ends Slamovich's reign as the first female champion at 79 days. Also on the card, El Desperado beat Joey Janela in a death match. Los Macizos defeated Soul Meat. The East-West Express and Speedball Mike Bailey beat Alec Price, Jack Cartwheel, and Jimmy Lloyd. And Hijo del Vikingo defeated Ninja Mac. The final night of the NWA Crockett Cup was also broadcast live on pay-per-view last night from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Mike Knox and Trevor Murdoch emerged victorious in the finals over Blunt Force Trauma to win the 6th Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Cup when Knox pinned Carnage. Earlier in the evening, Knox and Murdoch had advanced in the quarterfinals over Ricky and Kerry Morton, and in the semifinals over Chris Adonis and NWA World Champion Tyrus. Blunt Force Trauma had made it to the finals with a victory over La Rebellion in the quarterfinals and Octagon Jr. and Mystices Jr. in the semis. Also on the show, Camille made the 36th successful defense of her NWA World Women's Championship, defeating Natalia Markova. As of yesterday, Camille had been champion for 728 days since her June 6, 2021 victory over Serena Deeb. In other non-tournament matches, EC3 retained the NWA National title against Thomas Latimer, and Colby Carino made a surprise appearance to win a 7-person match and become the #1 contender to the NWA Junior Heavyweight title held by Kerry Morton. Carino had not been seen in the NWA since last December. In injury news, Lance Archer revealed yesterday that he's been coping with a torn triceps muscle. The revelation was made during a partially in-character interview with the Japanese press following Archer's loss to Will Ospreay at Saturday's NJPW Dominion event.
What everybody doesn't even realize is that I've been battling a torn tricep and I've kept it quiet. I didn't tell everybody because I don't need your sympathy. I don't need your get well wishes. I don't need anything. I just needed time. And now I'm back.
And in more independent wrestling news, Kenta defeated Nick Wayne last Saturday night in Seattle's Washington Hall to become the 10th holder of Defy Wrestling's heavyweight championship. This was the first championship in a U.S.-based promotion that has been won by Kenta, who has previously been a standout in New Japan Pro Wrestling and Pro Wrestling Noah. Established in 2017, the Defy Championship had been previously held by such wrestlers as Davey Richards, Swerve Strickland, and Austin Aries. Also on the show, Vert Vixen successfully defended the Defy Women's title against Shazza McKenzie. Nicole Matthews beat Alley Catch, and Christopher Daniels topped Artemis Spencer in the opener. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page. And for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, and remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.